I think one of the things that you'll find on this channel is that I am a little bit of a gear nerd, but I don't just freak out over cool new gear just for the sake of gear. I like to look at new gear to figure out how it's going to improve my workflow and make me, just as a video shooter, more efficient, give me more options when I'm shooting and make it quicker for me to make adjustments and maybe tackle different unique challenges that might just come up randomly in the middle of a shoot, where if I'm working for a client, they all of a sudden ask for something that I need a special piece of equipment in order to be able to do quickly. And I like to have those things kind of stashed away in my back pocket, ready to go. One of the coolest things that I've found recently, and it was totally worth the investment, is the Hollyland Lark Max 2 audio kit. I'm using the wireless mic right here, as you can see, and I'm using it right now as a recorder with the AI noise canceling built in. There's a highway right outside this window, cars coming by, and it's been raining and storming, but you can't hear any of that. And I don't even do any audio processing, no EQ, no compression. I just set the audio level and it's good to go. I could tweak it. I have a background in live audio mixing and some studio work, and I could do some adjustment to this to maybe clear it up a little bit, but for this type of a video and for this type of a product, I think I want to show you just the quality that you can get straight out of the box. Now, the thing that is really cool about this system, as opposed to maybe some of the other ones that have come out on the market, I think Hollyland Lark Max 2 blows all of them out of the water. First of all, it can do 4 channels of wireless audio. So if you have 4 of these transmitters, you can sync them up to 1 receiver and get 4 channels of audio. A lot of the other ones, you can only get 2 channels. You can also get wireless monitoring. So I've got this headphone that came with the kit. It's got another one, but I just have one in right now. And you can use that if you're using 2 channels of wireless mics. You can also sync up the headphones to it. It just does it automatically. There's no like special programming or buttons or anything like that that you have to do. And you can monitor what you're hearing in the microphones wirelessly. So you don't even have to be tied with the big can headphones or with a wire plugged into the side of the camera. It just does it wirelessly, so you can walk around, make adjustments maybe to a second camera, and you don't have to be fiddling with headphones and everything. So let me show you what comes in the kit, how it's set up to be able to be just quick and easy and really efficient for you to monitor your audio. It records 32-bit float, so I'm really not worried about it ever peaking audio. You never get distortion. If somebody laughs or something really loud happens all of a sudden, it's not going to peak and distort. It's going to retain all of the information and not get blown out. You can also, with 32-bit float, you can have your audio maybe be a little bit lower than what you would expect, and when you boost it, it's not going to sound hissy and noisy. All the information is going to be there because of how much data it's storing when it comes just to audio. So when you're using it as an audio recorder, it actually records at the transmitter, and it records that 32-bit there. So you're not having to like wirelessly try to transmit it over to your receiver, and then it downgrades it to 24-bit. It keeps it at 32-bit as well in the receiver. So if you have another recording source that's 32-bit, it's going to be 32-bit full chain all the way to your recorder. It's never going to downsample it down to 24. This is the receiver right here, this small thing. And then you can see it's got a little mount for a hot shoe. And with this, again, 4 channels can sync up to this tiny little thing. You can monitor it all. It's got a screen on it. You can see that you're recording. You can make adjustments. You could adjust the level of it up and down. You can adjust the monitor settings. You could tell it to monitor 1 channel on one ear and 1 channel on the other ear, or you can just have it summed up to where both ears are hearing 2 mics if you got those hooked up. You can see battery levels of the transmitter as well as the receiver itself. It doesn't need power. It's got built-in battery. Same with this, built-in battery, so it recharges. It comes with a charging case. This is the recharging case. So in the case, you can fit the receiver, 2 transmitters, and it also comes with this little phone receiver. So you could plug this directly into your phone. It comes with the USB-C. It's also got an adapter cable to where you can go to the lightning port for older iPhones. This alone can also do 2 channels of microphones as well as the wireless monitoring, or 4 channels of wireless microphones just with this. So everything can fit in that charging case. You can keep things nice and tidy. You always know if you're not missing anything because everything has its own spot here. Similarly, the wireless headphones also come with their own charging case. So you plug this in USB-C to charge the case up, and then it recharges the wireless headphones right in the case. I tell you, they really did think of everything with this system, even above and beyond the wireless mic connection, the wireless headphones. It's got a headphone output, so this is what you would go out of into your camera or into an audio recorder to be able to record externally. But another thing that it has that I didn't even realize at the time, it's got another port on the other side, and you can bring a cable back into this. So come out of the headphone output out of your camera or audio recorder and back into this, and you can set your wireless monitors to be monitoring that channel rather than the transmitters. So you're going to be monitoring what audio is actually getting to your camera because it's coming into the camera, back out of the headphone jack from your camera and into this, and that's what you're choosing to listen to. So you can make sure that there's not accidentally something happening to the audio, or maybe a broken cable, or it got unplugged or anything like that, because you're actually hearing the audio from the camera, not just from the mics. And let me show you how you would set that up on your camera. So I've got my extra camera here. I can slide the receiver here, and I'll do it backwards so that you can see it. Slide the receiver into your hot shoe, and if you have a Sony camera, or I think maybe the Canon, and I know they're going to come out with it for the new Nikon that's going to come out, you can, with the digital hot shoe receiver, transmit your audio directly from the receiver into the camera without even using a cable. But for this example, let me show you how to use the cables. It comes with one kind of longish coily cable and one that's just a little bit shorter. Okay, so you would take the long cable and come out of your headphone output, out of the side of your camera, right here, and come around to the other side and plug that in, so that's what you're going to be monitoring. And then you take the short cable here and come out of the Hollyland receiver here and down into your mic input. Let me just show you some of the other things that come with the kit, because it's really a pretty full kit. The mic itself comes with a little clip, and you can it springs open so you can clip it down onto your shirt. It also comes with a magnet set, so you can slide this little piece over the clip part of it, and then put the metal part on the outside or inside of the shirt, and they just snap together. And it comes with two of everything, so you have all of this for both of the transmitters that you have. It also comes with two lav mics, so if you want to use a lav mic, instead of the built-in microphone that it's got, you can have this and clip that onto someone's shirt. In order to use the lav mic, this actually doesn't have an 1/8 inch or 3.5 millimeter receiver on it, but they give you two of these, which go USB-C on the bottom, and right here is where you would plug your lav mic into it. And one of the things that I realized that's really cool about this system is if you're using this, you can use an adapter to be able to plug it into a shotgun mic. A lot of shotgun mics need phantom power, and this cannot provide phantom power, but if you use a shotgun mic that either doesn't need phantom power or one that has a built-in battery, you can use this as a wireless accessory for your shotgun mic. So I use the Sennheiser MKE 600, and it comes with a little cable that's XLR to 1/8 inch, 3.5 millimeter, and I plug this in to here and clip this onto the bottom of the Hollyland transmitter, and now I've got a wireless boom shotgun mic. I put this up on my boom pole, and the transmitter part, I either tape it or rubber band down to the end of the boom pole, and I can have a wireless boom out over somebody, or if we're really run and gun and we got to be quick and I don't want to set up a stand and have a cable and everything like that, just have this completely wireless, and we're recording audio through a really high quality microphone. It operates off of a battery and then transmits wirelessly. 32-bit audio, records here at the transmitter. That's kind of a game changer when it comes to super high quality audio and in a fast-paced environment. Let me show you the difference in quality between something like this with the built-in microphone and this microphone, the MKE 600. So this is with the MKE 600, not a typical setting that you would use it in like this, where it's underneath and really close, but I'll hold it up a little bit more like a boom mic would be. So we've got it up here out of the shot. I can tell that the audio volume is a little bit quieter than what I would like, but I'm guessing in post I'll be able to boost it up and it'll sound amazing, just like it would if I was running a hard line. And again, I could have this wirelessly, attach this somehow to the microphone or to the boom pole, and we've got wireless battery operated condenser mic through, and it's recording 32-bit all into this little guy right here. I'll show you real quick how the transmitter clip works. So you just flip it open here, and then I can put it down onto my shirt, push, and it clips right back down. So I've been recording all of this directly on this. I'll just sync it up in post, and in order to get the audio files off of the transmitter, all I need to do is connect a USB-C cable to this, to my computer, and it sees it just like it would a memory card. Hollyland Lark Max 2 blows the competition out of the water. I know there's other companies that make very similar systems with the case that recharges, the receiver, all that, but none of them have the ability to do 4 channels, and none of them have the ability to wirelessly monitor the audio. Even the DJI ones that just came out doesn't look like they're going to have an option to have a lav mic plugged into it or a condenser mic, as you just saw. So again, I get the brand loyalty to DJI. I get that they're maybe a more popular name. Hollyland is changing the game, and I'm excited to see what all I can do with this system. I've already used it out in the field on several shoots, and it's proven to be pretty reliable. The batteries last a long time. I'm able to just walk around with the headphone in. Another benefit that I didn't even expect when I was out doing a trade show and recording videos at a bunch of different booths, I kept the wireless monitor on, and there were several times where I could have seen myself walking off without the transmitter because it's attached to someone that I was interviewing, but because I've got this in and I'm always listening to it, it just reminded me to grab the transmitter before I walked off because I could hear them talking. So yeah, I'm gonna be using this system probably on almost every single shoot I do from now on. I think this system is better than any of the other ones on the market. I don't know, let me know if you think I'm wrong. I hope this has been helpful.